Oh, I'm really nervous. Dare I say I'm having a really good time. I've definitely done something. There's a big chance I could regret it straight away. Is this not the cutest thing you've ever seen? Hello everybody, how are we doing? Happy Thursday when you're watching this. I think you're actually watching this tomorrow. So it's quite live and direct, except it's not, because, what a liar. Because I've been working on this video for like probably over 4 weeks now, which definitely wasn't supposed to. This was supposed to be like a 1 week wonder, and clearly life got on top of me, which is quite, not ironic, quite fitting, I guess, with the video. Maybe it's ironic, I'm not sure. I posted this TikTok once about like, please help me, what do people actually genuinely do past 5 p.m? Sure, I can read, but what, I'm gonna read for an hour? Sure, I can go on a walk, what, I'm gonna walk for an hour? Like, what am I doing with like the 5 hours in my evening before I go to bed? And it really got me thinking, and it's something I think about a lot. And then I did a podcast, what does one do past 5 p.m? How and why not to waste your free time? One of my most listened to podcasts. So I thought clearly people are all going through the same thing here. So let me expand on the content once more, one final time, and I'm actually going to try these things and show you what we can do in our evening, and I'm going to rate them, and maybe I'll do a part 2 because there's many more things that I want to try and do with my evening. But I bang on about it all the time. I want to get more creative, I want to get more creative, and that is what this kind of hobby is all about. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's a few different things here, but they are very much centered around like creative rest, getting my brain moving, like just doing creative things for the fucking fun of it. And whether you think you're creative or artistic or not, I think we should all be allowing creativity to like flow in our lives a bit more. So anyway, in this video, we're gonna test out a few different hobbies. I'm gonna show you my progression with them, and we're gonna rate them out of 10. Is this boring? I'm not sure. I think it's an absolutely fabulous idea, and I've had really quite a lot of fun filming it. Hobby number 1 that we tried was paint by numbers. Now, I'm gonna roll the clips of me painting by numbers and then we're gonna come back. Are we seeing this? Look at how many different numbers there are. Anyway, I thought today we could make a start on this. I kind of thought today was gonna be the day that I started my watercolors, but I don't really have the mental capacity to think about something to paint. So we're gonna start this. There's a big chance I could regret it straight away because, actually deep this a minute, like look at how tiny these are on the grand scheme of things. This is what we're painting, by the way.
I was back here again.
As you can see, my paint by numbers was really quite aggressive. You know, we went straight in at adult expert level. I really should have got one that was made up of some bigger pieces, but nonetheless, I really enjoyed my paint by numbers experience because paint by numbers was my favorite one. I think I say this in a minute, or I've already said this, that didn't require any thought. Guys, I've been doing this for the best part of 2 hours. It's 9:47, and this is what we've got. Crazy. I'm not sure if it's chilled me out, but it's been nice to not be on my phone for the evening. So I'll check back in with you in about 4 years' time when I finally finish this. Guys, I think this is the most we're gonna get to on this paint by numbers in this hobbies video, because oh my god. I mean, I have showed you before, but it is so intense. I definitely like the paint by numbers. It's probably my favorite one for when I like want an evening where I don't have to think. Do you know what I mean? Because I don't have to think of like something to paint, don't have to like think to crochet. Like, it's very good for switching off, but this one is just a bit intense. I might even buy another one because when I first got this, I was like, no, I'm definitely gonna finish it at some point. Like, I'm definitely gonna like sit down and do all of this. But I just feel like I probably won't. Like, there's so much here. So paint by numbers definitely tick. I'm gonna give paint by numbers like a decent 8, but not this paint by numbers. It was kind of like colouring, but it felt a bit more like an activity. Like, let me get my paints out, let me clear the coffee table, and let me paint by numbers, not just like colouring book, you know, takes a minute. Like, it felt like more of a project, I think is what I'm trying to say. Whereas a colouring page takes you a day. I can't remember what I ended up giving my paint by number experience. I think I ended up deciding on a 7.5, and I'm gonna stick by it. Definitely do need a new paint by numbers because mine was so unbelievably aggressive, but I'm a paint by numbers fan. Number 2, and this was always going to be the video, right? But I didn't think it was also going to be creative. But I have been making such an effort to try and do things weekday evenings with my friends. And I have realised how unbelievably valuable it is, which might sound absolutely ridiculous. But when is the last time you had like weekday plans with someone that like you don't see a lot, like your weekend friends, do you know what I mean? People you're not seeing at work, people you're not seeing during the day, people you're not seeing like quite regularly and casually. Like my friend Molly, we've got completely different jobs, we've got very different schedules, she's literally a midwife. So she's not like my usual weekday friend. Like I'm not seeing Molly for like a coffee date during the day. She's delivering babies, do you know what I mean? Or she's sleeping because she's on nights. So being able to see Molly midweek is fantastic. Being able to see Jess midweek on a Friday. I hosted a girls' night not that long ago, literally last Friday. So much fun. But I'm gonna roll the clips of me and Molly having a lot of fun on a random Wednesday. I thought I was just coming around for dinner, which I was excited enough about. And look, we've got paints.
Oh, we are. And candles. Where are the candles?
And candles. No, oh my god. Put candles. How's thinking cute?
Just girly things.
So cute. What are you gonna paint on your pumpkin? Is it like making it cute or
So
like spooky
this was my inspo.
This is too fucking cute.
I did want.
Is she having the best time already? Nothing's stuck.
Like, how cute is that?
Oh! Spooky season. Spooky. So cute.
I love spooky season.
I'm gonna get Pinteresting. Look how cute.
Oh, do you do that too?
I found my home.
I do this.
Is this not the cutest thing you've ever seen?
When you talked to me, I was like, yes, it is.
I feel like it's the type of thing, like, I always say to my friends, send a TikTok, we should so do this.
Yeah.
But you're the active friend.
We're doing it.
I already bought the pumpkins, I seen you in the lift with the Burley on your story, and I was like, I'll act shocked when I get there. I won't pretend they're for me.
Pumpkins.
I won't guess. I'm gonna try and do this. I don't think, the only spooky cute is the ghost, and I feel like we can't do the same.
You can do the same.
No, that's really boring.
Well, you could.
God, guys. It's been like an hour of gossiping, can't lie, but...
It's 10 o'clock.
It's bedtime.
It's bedtime.
This is my finished product. What do we think? I probably should have filled it out more, but we were just bloody talking away, can't lie. That is actually really cute.
So we ignore the ugly
The
side.
paint ended up drying, by the way. I can't remember if I vlogged the hairdryer, but if not, you'll see it on my TikTok.
An hour of gossiping and it dried.
Yeah, literally. I'm giving midweek girls' nights 10 out of 10. And you might be like, this is such a silly hobby to include, but literally tell me the last time you and your friends made an effort to do something midweek. And I mean something like, oh, we should candle paint, and then you actually went and candle painted. We should have a girls' night chocolate straubs, and you actually went and chocolate straubed. We should paint pumpkins, and you actually did that. Because like I see Tia a lot midweek, but we just sit here and we chat and we watch TV and maybe we drink wine, which is fabulous. Love it, wouldn't change it for the world. But making an actual effort to do activities with your friends, mwah, 10 out of 10. Number 2 is a hobby I've been trying to get into for a while, so let's just roll the clips. Today is the day that we tackle the hobby that I want to be best at, but have just never given it the time of day. And I do think I have great potential to be good at this, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's just in my bones to be good at something like this. We're gonna finally get crocheting. Look at this, guys. This is my box of like hobbies. Look how many like different times I've tried and just not given it the proper time of day. Like, look how long that single yarn is. Why did I do that for so long? But today we're gonna go in, we're gonna watch a tutorial, and we're just gonna try and make a square. Look, I did the same here. Look how long it is. Still, the hook's still in it. 2 loops on. Whoa, hold up. Haha! I've got 3 loops on my crochet hook.
Have 2 loops. Pull through.
Did you insert into the new center or the old center? Okay, I think I'm gonna start the whole thing again.
Yarn over, pull through, you'll have 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over, pull through 2, you'll have 2 loops on the hook.
I've definitely done something, but I'm kind of like, shall I quit while I'm ahead because I have messed it up? Or do I just, actually, it's not that bad. Or do I just keep, I'm just gonna keep going actually. Ignore what I said. This is where we are right now. We're just trying to make a square, and basically I've messed up my corners, so my corners aren't really cornering. But there's definitely some shape there. So like we had the first one, the first one, the second one, and now I think we're on the third one. I feel like it's a bit more obvious from that side. But how my thing is multicolored as well isn't really doing the most, because this corner here looks like I've really messed up, but actually it's just where the yarn started to change colour, and it actually is meant to be part of that one, and it is part of that one. But it looks like I've changed colour for the fourth one and messed up, if you know what I mean, like this corner here. But yeah, as you can see, like I think I was listening to her, but I'd clearly like missed a few because she does it a lot faster than us, and have like done my corners prematurely and like missed out a few stitches, so they're not very sharp. I'm just gonna keep going actually and finish what I've started, and who cares if it doesn't end up tip-top perfect. I'm definitely getting the hang of it though. Like I understand, which is why I'm like, shall I quit and like come back to it in a few days, because now I understand how it's made, and I feel like that's all my brain needs, and then I'll figure it out myself, because otherwise I'm not very good at like counting in time with someone. I can definitely imagine how if you know what you're doing, you know, like when you get to a stage that's... So now do I do, to be fair, I take it back. I've kind of slayed this. Okay, I did not finish what I started, but I kind of did. I finished that round, and then I was like, do you know what? I don't really want to do round 4 right now. It's a bit overwhelming, but we've got a square. Like there's definitely a square there, which to me, there's clear rounds. I can't see what you're seeing now. That's what I started, so technically that's round 1, that's round 2, and then this border is round 3. So should have gone for a round 4, but yeah, I'm not gonna lie, can't really be bothered. Is it fun? Yeah. Will I try it again? Definitely. Is it my favourite activity so far? No. But I think that's because it takes learning, and the other ones I don't really have to learn. I'm just kind of like sitting down and doing. So I'm gonna give crocheting so far a 6 out of 10, which is still pretty high. Crocheting will probably be a 10 out of 10 once I learn to crochet, but until that moment, not gonna lie, low-key feels a little bit like a chore. Little bit like a chore, just because it is a bit tricky. But I am gonna keep at it. One of my cousin's girlfriends actually is like incredible. I'm gonna leave that out on the screen. She doesn't sell anything, but if you're wanting like good crochet inspo, she's absolutely amazing. And like going on holiday and I'm like, love your dress. And she's like, made it. I'm like, what? She's like, made my bag. And I'm like, what? She's like making a shirt for herself right now. Like, I want to be that girl. That girl is a very cool girl in my opinion. So crochet is definitely a working project, and it's for an evening where I feel like I need stimulation, which to be honest, isn't often. So crocheting, 6 out of 10. And then my favorite one out of this whole video and out of this whole experience, and something I will be doing very often, watercoloring. Roll the clips. First page, I am so nervous, but I'm so in my head tonight. So let's pick something from Pinterest and just see what we can do. Oh, I've got paintbrushes. Oh, I'm really nervous. I really hate this. I'm not good at this, but I want to have fun with it. Okay, maybe I'll just do like a sunset. Okay, I hate the first line I did, but I'm enjoying the process. Dare I say I'm having a really good time. I am actually, sorry, I feel like I use this word all the time, low-key obsessed with watercolouring. It is so much fun. And you know what? It definitely is the hobby that requires a little bit more thinking as you get down the route of just like, let me open my book and paint, which is like an activity that scares me. Let me just like let my mind flow free, because like, not the perfectionism in me, but the kid in me that was told she couldn't paint. I'm kind of like, oh, I've been told not to do this. Back up, back away. Guys, my C is so cute.
I am not joking when I say I've just made the best hot chocolate I've ever had.
Wow. Let's watercolor round 2. But like copying something on Pinterest, love it. And you know why I think I love it as well? It's quite rewarding, which might sound really ridiculous, but like I finished them and I'm like, do you know what? That's actually quite cute. Do you know what? That's not actually that bad. Like, do you know what? I'm gonna take a picture of that. I'm gonna send it to my boyfriend and be like, oh, just been watercoloring, lol. Just being that girl. I kind of love it.
As you know, I'm going to stop speaking about all of 2023 about how my life at the moment
Paintbrush is like
peach
peach.
and working to the best version.
I realised I don't ever think I showed you I've only done 2 watercolours to be fair so far, because like I said, I'm also trying to make an effort to see friends. But I realised I don't think I showed you either of them. And, you know, no judgment. You know, I'm just starting off. But I think they're really, really cute. So we've got this one, which I literally, both of them, to be fair, I kind of just copied off of Pinterest. But this was my first one because I thought easy. And I think this, like, C is so cute. And I was just, like, re-getting the hang of watercolours. So now I know how to, like, not get all of these, like, little bits and stuff. But I thought she was cute. And then, guys, are you ready for this? I made a little flower. Again, I know she's not, like, the most perfect thing in the world, and I definitely could have like blended some of the colours better and stuff, but it looks exactly, well, it doesn't look exactly like the one I got on Pinterest. But you know, I always think, you know, when you see like a pottery painting that's a bit messy or something like this, that like the whole idea of the inspo picture is that it's not perfect, but then when you do it, you can't help but think it's like messy and ugly, not like cutely imperfect. Do you know what I mean? Because I know you do. Watercolouring, I'm giving a solid 7. No, I do prefer it more than paint by numbers. Paint by numbers, 7.5. Watercolours, 8. I take back my paint by numbers, 7.5. Because although you don't have to think, I do think this is more fun. I did do one that turned out really badly, like ripped out of my book, and was like, that didn't feel so fulfilling. Kind of like upset now. But I was kind of like, well, I enjoyed the process, I enjoyed trying. And just like that, yeah, I'll rip it out of my book, never have to think about it again. I didn't do it to show someone or like post about it or whatever, even though I am posting about it right now. But like that, you can sit down, you can be creative, you can express, you can try new techniques, you can try new things. And then if it doesn't work, you rip it out of the book and you act like it never happened and you had a good fun hour playing with colours and paint. So my favourite is definitely midweek activity night with the girlies. Like that is just, but that's probably happening once every few weeks, you know? So my favourite activity so far that I've found in the evening to do alone is watercolouring. And watercolouring probably cost me under 20, I think it cost me just over £15, maybe like 16. I think my notebook cost me £6.99 and my watercolours were maybe like £8.99 or something like that. Like it definitely cost me just under the £20 mark, which love, what a fun activity. And I've got all of the watercolours and all of the notebook, and the notebook's like, I want to say like 100 pages or something crazy. Like there's a lot of room for activities in that notebook, if you know what I'm saying. So watercolouring is a big fat winner. Let me know if you want to see some more videos like this. I actually did, in my podcast, I bang on about how important I think it is to like have a club you go to every week and how much fun and fulfillment I think that brings you, because it's kind of like activities night with the girls, but it happens every week. Like you can get out, you try new things, you meet new people. Like I think it's a really good thing to have in your routine. And I actually went and tried one to put in this video, but I didn't film any of it, so it felt a bit silly to put in. But I'm also going to go ahead and give that a solid 7 out of 10, because the only downside of that is it's costing you like £10 a week, which is quite expensive. Probably a bit of a shorter video. I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, let me know if you want to see a part 2 or more videos like this. Just let me know what you want to see. I'm really enjoying creating content across all of my platforms at the moment. I'm so active everywhere. I've got a Patreon now. I've got a Patreon, link down below, which just basically means that you get extra content from me. You're in a group chat with me and all of the girlies. Like, it's just such a good time. It's actually unbelievable. I'm having so much fun with it. Patreon, we got 2 YouTube videos a week. We've got a podcast every week. We've got daily TikToks, daily reels, Instagram posts, stories. Like, we're really living it up over here. So subscribe if you're not already. Comment down below what you want to see from me. And I will see you on Monday with another weekly vlog. Mwah. Bye, guys.